What's up guys, Jab here, back with a brand new video, and today we're going to be looking at a game called Delta Force Hawk Ops. Now if you haven't heard about this game, it's an upcoming first-person shooter that isn't just going to be a mobile game, it's actually going to be on PC, consoles, and on mobile, which is going to be really interesting. And the other thing about this game is that it's not just a traditional shooter, they're kind of taking elements from a bunch of different popular first-person shooters and basically meshing it all into just one. So they're taking stuff from like Call of Duty, for example. They're going to be doing a campaign mode. They're going to be doing, traditional multiplayer modes and stuff. They're doing like all out, huge scale PvP warfare, similar to something like Battlefield. And they're also doing extraction based modes similar to Arena Breakout or Escape from Tarkov. So they're kind of taking, Call of Duty, Tarkov, and Battlefield and mixing it into one game, which is really crazy. We're going to check out some gameplay. We're going to check out some screenshots and stuff like that. There is a closed testing phase right now on mobile, so we actually do have some pretty good stuff to look at, gameplay, screenshots, and all that. Here is the official Twitter if you guys are interested in following them, Delta Force Game, at Delta Force _game, I should say. And yeah, let's just go ahead and check out the actual gameplay here. Make sure you guys check out Wazi on YouTube as well. They're the ones that actually uploaded this gameplay for everyone to see. I have muted it because I think there is like a commentary or music or something, but this layout right here really gives me Battlefield vibes. If you guys have ever played Battlefield, you usually choose, you want to spawn at A or B or C or whatever it is. You usually choose your loadout or your operator and stuff. So very much, kind of similar to that. This looks very similar to, you just spawn in and stuff. And then here is the actual gameplay. Again, this is going to be on PC, consoles, but this one that we're looking at specifically right here is mobile. I'll probably end up playing the PC version more than anything, but I am really excited for how this game looks on mobile already. This game is just in the closed testing phase, and we're already starting to see some really impressive graphics. So we're just going to go ahead and fast forward to some actual gameplay. This looks like it's going to be like basically their Battlefield mode. Obviously they've got multiple different objectives on screen. There's probably going to be a ton of players. I'm not actually sure the entire player count, but I imagine it's probably close to something like 30 to 60. With these larger maps and these larger game modes, you usually do have to have a lot of players. So this is probably going to be what you can basically expect for Battlefield. The reason why I'm really excited for this game mode in particular is because obviously most of you will already know by now, Battlefield Mobile has been shut down in the middle of its development. We're not going to be getting that game anytime soon, assuming EA is still even trying to bring that to mobile. So this is basically the next best thing. There is the other Battlefield like game, Firefront, but that game has been in like alpha testing for years now at this point. This one looks like it's much further in development, and it's made by a big company, this case being Tencent. So this one does seem a little bit more promising in my opinion. Now, like I mentioned earlier in the video, this is not going to be the only mode that they do though. They of course have that extraction based mode similar to Arena Breakout or Tarkov. There's also gameplay on that on places like Twitter and stuff. We might actually check out a couple videos when we go ahead and look at some of the stuff that we can find on Twitter. But one thing that I wanted to make clear, apparently the campaign mode, which is planned for this game, I think that's only going to be on PC and consoles, which is unfortunate if that is true, because there is a severe lack of FPS games that have campaign modes on mobile. So I was really hoping that this is going to be one that, did do that. But unfortunately, it does seem like they might limit that to just PC and consoles. Not entirely sure why. And again, I'm not 100% confirmed that that is the case, but that is what I have read and what I've heard. So I just wanted to go ahead and mention that to anyone who was looking forward to it. But yeah, like I just mentioned too, there's a lot of, information and stuff that you guys can find on places like Twitter. Here is a tweet that I mentioned earlier. Delta Force Mobile has 90 FPS unlocked even in this testing stage with Destructive Environment 2. This game should be well optimized when it comes out. And then it's just the screenshot of the actual game. It actually looks pretty decent. I mean, obviously if you do like zoom in and you sort of pick it apart, you can notice some lack of anti-aliasing and stuff like that, but realistically that would just be nitpicking. This is during the testing phase. Obviously this is not final, so I imagine it's going to get even better as it approaches the global launch. You can see this guy was getting 90 FPS while he's playing, so the fact that he's getting this performance in the testing phase, I mean, that's really, really good. There are devices right now that should be able to run Warzone Mobile at 90 FPS and still don't. And that game has been out for what, like 3-4 months now at this point. So this is really, really good. And also, like I mentioned, there's a bunch of screenshots you guys can see now, specifically for the mobile version on Twitter. You just got to search up, Delta Force game or whatever it is, and you'll see a bunch of them. But yeah, so far visually, I think the game actually looks really, really good. And I think, with all those different modes in one game, I think it's actually going to appeal to a lot of people. If you're someone who likes those bigger, maps and those bigger modes, then there's that Battlefield mode that they have. If you like, Arena Breakout or extraction based stuff, there's that. And if you just want normal multiplayer stuff, there's that too. This is also going to appeal to both the PC and mobile crowd, because of course you can play it on either platform or consoles as well if you have a console. So this game, I think it has a lot of potential. They are sharing stuff. I wanted to go ahead and point out this too. There is actually a lot of hype for this game already. They are actually communicating pretty well over on their Twitter, and they've mentioned things like 100,000 wish lists on Steam and stuff like that. So they basically are doing really, really well right now when it comes to hyping this game up, when it comes to communicating with the community, and then on top of that, testing this game. This is the last thing I wanted to mention. They actually, I didn't go because I didn't see that this email was in my spam folder, but they actually went ahead and invited me to their Los Angeles playtest in March 23rd, obviously 3 months ago or something like that. Didn't see it because it was in my spam folder, unfortunately, but they are already in person testing this game too. So that's obviously very, very exciting. They're doing things online, they're communicating well, they're doing things in person, they're inviting creators, they're inviting people to actually go and test the game and stuff like that. They're releasing on every major platform basically, and they're including modes that everyone loves in the first-person shooter genre. So this game actually has a lot of hype around it, at least for me personally. Like I mentioned, I will be checking out the mobile version, of course, but I'll probably be playing this on PC. But yeah, so far what I have seen from the mobile version, it actually looks very good, and on top of that, it actually seems to run very good. So that is, of course, really, really exciting. But yeah, that's basically Delta Force, guys. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. If you guys are excited for this game, let me know which platform you're going to be playing on. Again, PC, maybe a little bit mobile, but we'll see. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.